Just watch the tips start bending round. Beep, 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 beep. Steve. Steve?
No, I'm missing the rugby now.
Here she comes. Bloody hell, it's a salmon.
Let it go.
Finn, I've got one. Who's lost the most? I know the answer. The rods have been out about half an hour and I've just hooked one. And it's quite a special day today because I'm no longer a teenager and it's my 20th birthday, and I've decided for my 20th birthday I want to try and catch a 20-pound pike. Now there's plenty of 20-pound pike in here, but it looks like if my dad's had one, unfortunately he lost it because he's used to catching kiddie pike. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good day. She's nearly flat rodding me. Whoa, it's going to wipe out my dad. Whoa.
She's off again. There she goes. Here she comes, there she goes.
There she comes, there she goes. Into the net. Hey.
Gosh.
Birthday pike. And there she is, my birthday pike. I've turned 20 years old today, and my goal today, well, it's my goal throughout the full year, but today especially, I really want to catch a little bleep on the other rod, but I really want to catch a 20-pound pike. This is no monster, there's a lot bigger in here, but yeah, I'm just glad I've been able to catch a fish for my birthday, and hopefully we're going to be able to carry on catching plenty more. My dad's going to carry on losing all the big ones, and we're in for a great day. Go get your big grandma. I've just put that little pike back, and as you might have seen, my dad's down here with me. And what we're going to be doing this week, we're having 2 rounds and it's a dad v lad competition. So today we're pike fishing for my birthday, and then later on this week we're going to be heading down to Linear Fisheries for a few nights. And yeah, I'm going to beat him at pike fishing, then beat him at carp fishing. And here he is, the main man, Big Phil, dressed up as Terriern. You got any words for the audience on your tactics for today?
Yeah, I'm going to catch big fish today. These young pretenders come taking the old blood. It's not going to happen. I am going to take both the pike round and the carp round here on my home turf, the Lake District, God's country.
How many pike have you caught from this lake in the past?
It's about the future, not the past. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Phineas. Happy birthday to you.
Need to blow it out. Hooray! Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Yay!
Oh, lost it again.
And there we have it, fish number 2. I'm a little bit petrified because it's got really sharp teeth, but this is actually a double figure pike. It's still not the 20-pounder that we're hoping for, but it's 2-0 to me. My dad could be drawing with me, it could be 2-2, but he keeps losing them pike. So hopefully he's going to carry on losing them and we're going to carry on landing them. That one got my hand.
Nope.
We're going to have a little update now from the main man, Big Phil.
How you doing?
You've had 2 bites and they've came off. Tactics wise, are you going to stick to what you're doing? What's going on? Why are you losing these pike?
I'm going to be honest, I don't know.
You don't know?
It's good that I've had 2 bites, but I think the reason I've lost the 2 fish is I'm using quite big bait. I'm thinking, is that the reason? Am I giving them enough time to swallow the bait whole? I'm disappointed, I'll be honest. 2 bites, 0 converted, but it is Finn's birthday, so I feel as if I've got to let them go. Got to let Finley get the birthday fish.
Is it a numbers match or are we doing biggest fish?
I think it's the biggest fish.
Biggest fish, so
It's
you've
the
still
biggest
got a
fish.
chance.
Well, it's not a chance, it's a foregone conclusion, it's a certainty. I'm just letting the little ones get away. Like I say, I've got big baits on. I'm not here to mess around with the kids' fish. I'm here for the big boys and the big girls.
Well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
You'll need it. What you doing? Where are you packing up?
I'm starting to prepare for the end of the game.
Well, your knuckle mat looks like it's being packed away.
That's because...
That's because it's coming to the end of the game. You've lost.
Well, what I didn't realise was, I thought it was a 2-rod match, and you've used 3 rods, but I've only been using 2 rods.
Yeah, well, I've had bites on all 3 rods, so which rod would you like to eliminate from this equation? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No, I'm just preparing. If we get a big one, if I get a big one, which I'm confident on, I'll just give it back out.
Weather-wise, looking good.
Lovely. It does look pikey actually.
Pikey.
Pikey. Feels pikey, even though it's a bit wet.
Is that the ending you were hoping for?
That's it.
You love winter pike fishing?
Possibly the worst day of my fishing career.
We're down at Linear for round 2. We had round 1 the other day while pike fishing and I was able to become the champion, but it's time for round 2. If I'm lucky enough to win this competition, well, this round, I'll be the overall winner, but if Big Phil somehow manages to beat me, it'll go to a sudden death. So we're down here, we're on St John's. As it is like down here at Linear, it gets very busy in the morning. It was a bit of a rush to find pegs, but after waiting a little bit, walking around, we've been able to get 2 pegs on St John's, peg 3 and dugout. Both of the pegs are prolific pegs, we've both fished them in the past. Phil is just getting his gear out of the van. It's all a bit of a mess. Me on the other hand, I'm going to have to wait a little while because one of my mates is currently fishing dugout. He's packing up in around an hour or so. It's going to be an exciting round 2. Well, we're just about to go tackle shop and Big Phil is getting prepared to splash for cash. What are you buying?
I might splash out on a packet of oaks.
Packet of oots.
Yeah, some PVA bags.
PVA bags.
Maybe a little something, you know, for the fish to eat.
Like some Scopex squid or citrus bottlers.
Something like that. I want to see if they've got any of that fizz mix.
Fizz mix.
Yeah, citrus fizz mix.
Yeah.
You know.
Make sure you clean your bellies.
So much choice. So much choice. Ah, yes. 2 little pellets.
I'll tell you what you're doing in. And you have.
I would, I asked Father Christmas for an ash out for Christmas.
Being bad boy, that's why you're doing it. I'm in the swim now, and yeah, I'm going to be fishing the dugout swim. It's a swim that's a very popular swim on the lake, and to be honest, I'm quite lucky that I've been able to jump in here, and it's where I was able to catch my first UK 40 pounder. Now, we're just getting set up. I'm not going to rush. Like I said, we've got plenty of time ahead of us. So I'm just going to take it steady, make sure that I set up correctly, do everything nice, because yeah, I've been up all night, and I think the last thing that I want to do now is rush around, make loads of mistakes and kind of ruin my chances. So yeah, I'm going to take it nice and steady. To start off with, I'm going to probably play around with zigs. I have seen a couple of fish out there just sort of underneath the surface, just breaking the surface later a little bit. So I'll play around with zigs for a little bit, and then tonight I'm going to introduce a bit of bait out on a spot that I know out there. It's looking really good for it. So other than that, I'm going to get set up. Steve also might be coming down tomorrow, so he'll be on the vlog. And yeah, I'll have to apologise now, as you've probably just heard, we're on the road bank and it is very noisy. But let's get fishing. The rods are out. I'm just making myself a little, what I like to call, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, a drink. I've got the rods out on the money. It's nice and sunny, and yeah, it's looking promising. The guys opposite have just caught one. The guy further down the bank next to my dad's just caught one. So yeah, it's certainly looking promising. Other than that, there hasn't been anything else out of the lake today. But to be honest, I kind of expected it. The conditions haven't been perfect today, but as the session progresses, the conditions are going to be getting a lot better. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if I don't catch him the first 24, even possibly even 48 hours. I think it's all going to be about that final 24 hours. We've got a big low pressure system moving in, and I can't remember the last time that we've had such a significant low air pressure front moving across the country. That might switch on the fishing, it might kill it to death, not sure. But other than that, I'm going to top up the spot. I've just redone the rods. To be honest, other than that, I've just been having a little nap today because I'm knackered. And yeah, I'm going to redo the rods, and hopefully tonight we'll be awoken by a screaming take with the box common on the end. This isn't good. I'm running out of gas. And the spare gas canister is in the freaking van. And I doubt my dad's feeling kind enough to lend me some gas. Bollocks. The gas. Oh Jesus. Here it is, the man,
The myth,
the myth,
the legend.
Steven Coe,
Who's that?
the fishing pro.
Wow.
Go on, what's happening on this session?
Well, Finn got down here yesterday in the flyer, of course, and I thought he would have had 6 by now, but he's not. So he called me for a little birthday tuition. So got down here, slipped 3 zigs out as you do. And I'm surprised they haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
It looks so. How sexy does that look? Come on. The weather is
Real handles aren't level.
pretty bang on, and Finn missed 5 carp showing right over.
No,
his... No, you were asleep.
I was catching up on sleep. This is the last time you're going to see Steve on the vlog because he's not going to produce the goods on this session.
No.
Confident?
Of course I'm confident. Like I said, I've got 3 zigs out there. The weather is perfect zig weather. Yeah, I've seen 3 fish show, or 5 fish show, 3 up in the water. I'm sort of on the edge of the zone, obviously Finn's in the flyer. But yeah, I am definitely confident. I've got some filming to do today. I've already got bike cam on. Look, bike cam's on.
Wasting battery.
Wasting battery, well, surprised you even brought your cameras. I'm making a homemade riddle out of a bag full with too much sawdust.
You can see that's obviously working brilliant.
Yeah, see it all coming out.
Yeah, slow down, slow down. Slow Jesus. I need to get this in slow-mo.
Oh, I'm giving up.
It's been a quiet few hours. Me, my dad and Steve haven't caught anything, and to be honest, the lake is fairly quiet. There's only 1, 3, 4 other anglers on the lake, which is mental considering it's a Friday. But I think tonight I'm going to cast out there on the deck and see what happens. My life has just got even better because I've just noticed there's a spawn floating into the swim, so I've just basically won the lottery. That's going to be the game plan. I'll give you a little evening update once the rods are out on the deck for the evening. And yeah, the box is coming. I've just had a message off Deliveroo. I just went on toilet to have a nice poo. And I had a message from Deliveroo and they said the box is waiting. Now, I'm guessing they mean a pizza box or something like that, but I'm going to say it's a sign from the carp gods that the box is waiting for me to get the rods out.
Deliver poo.
Hey.
And just like that, another day has came to the end, no fish as of yet, but tonight it is looking promising. The wind's slowly starting to pick up, it's still quite cold, but we have got lower air pressure system moving in, so I'm trying to stay positive. I put all 3 rods out on the deck over a little bit of bait, but to be honest, the guys opposite have just caught one and it was on a zig. So what I'm probably going to do now is reel in the left-hander, put on a zig and just cast it as far as I can bloody cast it. And hopefully that one might be able to do as a bite. There's 3 of us on the before actually Max's turn today, his and peg 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 4 of us. Time will tell, rods are out there. Time to order a takeaway.
Right, well, got a rather good night's sleep. Woke up this morning and the fish haven't really moved with this wind, which we thought they might do.
Well, they might have, but we're just not good enough to catch them.
Yeah, well, speak for your spell.
Speak for yourself.
So yeah, we're going to move round to Oxley's. Finn's just been to have a look now.
And
yeah, you came back with some good news, didn't you?
I did come back with some good news. And I've actually seen quite a few fish short, sort of in the middle area of the lake, pegs 5, 6, a couple in 7.
So I told him to put the bucket. He asked me which pegs to put the buckets into. I said, put them in the best 2 pegs you think. Come back and we'll do a draw. We're going to do it when we get around there. We're going to do it now because it's going to decide whether I go Mackey's or go straight to the lake. Because I think we both want the same peg, so I think we know where the fish
so
may be.
We both want peg 6. Pegs are decent to be fair, but we both want peg 6.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a good old game of rock, paper, scissors. Now
Best
I know,
of 1 or 3?
Best of 3, because I know.
Best of 3.
Best of 3
no,
because
none of this psychology
because
stuff.
I know that Steven Coe is actually a secret rock, paper, scissors like mind reader. He just knows when you do rock, paper, scissors. So I've got to make sure I give myself a fighting chance. So best of 3.
Okay, right.
And my first movement, I'm gonna go rock.
Do you need to, how are you going to do this?
Best of 3.
Best of 3, come on, let's
Oh,
go.
just
Stop
first of
stalling.
3. First of 3.
No, best of 3.
Right, I'm going rock.
Okay, sweet. Right, yeah, no
And we
problem.
go 1,
2,
2, 3.
3, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes!
That hurt my hand, it's a bit cold. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Right, I'm going Mackey's then.
I thought there was one more round. I thought it was first
Don't
of
worry,
3.
I'll just carve him up. I'll cast over the back. Well, it depends who gets there first, Finn, at this point.
Nah. I thought it was first of 3, but we'll keep quiet about that.
You win this every time. You won the Croatia, surely it's... Oh, God.
I'll have a double Big Mac, please.
You can have.
We've literally just moved over onto Oxley's. I won heads and tails, so I decided to be a good friend.
Oh no, it was best of 3.
I won heads and tails, and you know what? I felt a bit sorry for Steve, so I gave him the good peg.
No, he went in the good peg that we both wanted. But I've got round here, watched the walk for 20 minutes waiting to see one, because Finn came back with reports of loads of fish. And yes, came round here, sat and watched the walk for 20 minutes. Then I put 2 zigs out and a little maggot solid bag. And probably half an hour maybe with the rods in the water. And the zigs ripped off. And it doesn't feel like a bad fish. But yeah, absolutely buzzing.
What do you reckon Oxley's coming?
It's come back from the dead. But it doesn't feel like a bad one. 5 minutes in the right spot, eh? All that bollocks.
Big Phil somewhere on St John's. Big Phil's not having a good day. He's in a bit of a mood. But...
Pulled up tight, like they do, and then I'll run down to the rods, and then it's just had a little cheeky drop back. And I'm like, Finn, we're in! Oh my God!
That was a good impression, man.
I hope this isn't foul up, because it does
Oh,
feel really
no. Nah.
I don't know if I'm just cold and being a wimp, but
Nah, it does look big for like. But
the
not...
way it's played.
Oh, if this is foul hooked, I'm actually gonna cry. No.
had a feeling. I had an inkling this was going to happen, but it was a bit of excitement there, and my heart was definitely racing. How does that even happen? You must have gone for it.
Hey!
Yeah, I literally just put that out. Oh no, come on. Oh. Well, I've just gone up to drop some milk off the fin and my rod's absolutely ripped off, so like Usain Bolt, I've come sprinting over from over there.
Usain Bolt?
Yeah, in wellies as well, and the solid bag rod ripped off, so currently got 2 zigs and a solid bag. I've been done twice now on the solid bag for some reason, so yeah, I think it's to do with the leading arrangement, so I'm just going to squash down the swivel a little bit so that becomes a bit more running, so they can't use that to eject the lead, or the hook, sorry. I can make that lead, instead of staying fixed like that, and with a short hook link they're using that to take the hook out of the mouth. If I make that running, that should move to there and mean that I should be able to land them, so that's the adjustment I'm going to make now.
Me on the other hand?
Blanking.
I'm blanking, but I've got all 3 rods out on zigs, and to be honest, I'll probably end up putting a solid bag out, but I can't be arsed tying one, and I need a shit. But there's a toilet right next to the swim. It's looking good. 3 bites, 2 lost fish, and a foul hooked fish. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. Beep. Just watch the tips start bending round. Beep, 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 beep. Steve. Steve?
No, I'm missing the rugby now.
Oh, there she is.
Whee! Blank saver. That's the sound of the carp. That's the sound of the carp.
That's made for a move. Worthwhile. £20 maybe by the looks of it. Bosh. Get on the munger. We're gonna have a little mini competition who can guess the weight of the fish correctly, and if you win nothing. So I'm gonna be confident to say she is £28, 2 ounces.
She's 26 pounds, I'm telling you.
26.8. 26.10.
I'll take that as a win, thank you very much.
Well, the move paid off. I played around with zigs for a couple of hours, nothing was happening, so I put 2 rods out on the deck, and literally, 3rd spot, hit the water, and the right hander was away with this one. 26.5 or 26.10, I can't quite remember, but either way, it's just made me so happy that we moved over here, and hopefully there's plenty more to come. We've only got 1 more night left of the trip, but with the weather moving in, tonight is the night.
A birthday carp,
A
innit?
birthday carp, there she is. I think you'll agree, she's an absolute scaly banger. £26 of February birthday mirror. Well, just like I said, we've only been out on the deck 20 minutes, a few spots over the top. And this one is the first one, the greedy one. And off she goes, sticking her dorsal out like a shark. We're just starting to lose the light, and tonight is the night that I've been waiting for, and the night that I've been feeling most confident on this trip. We've got a big low air pressure system moving over the country, the wind's starting to pick up, it's slightly warmer than it was the last couple of nights, there's meant to be plenty of rain, and yeah, I'm just hoping that's going to kickstart the fish into having a little bit of a feed. Now, we did move from St John's today over to Oxley. I think if we stayed on St John's we might have had a chance, but I'd sat there too long and I just had to move. So yeah, we came over to Oxley, I came over here, found a few fish. Since we've actually set up, we haven't seen any fish whatsoever. But Steve lost a couple, foul hooked one, then I was able to catch that one as well. So there's clearly plenty of fish in the area. Nothing else has been caught around the lake yet, not to what I know of. There might have been a couple of fish up near the island, but it's looking good. So I've made sure to put plenty of bait out there. Steve's going in with single solid bags, single zigs. My dad's doing a bit of everything. And yeah, like I said, I've got 3 rods on the bait, so we've got all tactics covered. Once one of us starts catching a few fish, we're all going to swap over to that tactic and maximise that little spell, whether that's zigs, fishing single solid bags, or on the bait. And we're going to get a takeaway to celebrate the final night of the trip. And yeah, you never know if the Oxley's the Oxley's come instead, but you never know, one of the Oxley's big uns might want to come and have a little bit of a play.
Well, good morning. And it is a good morning. Got my World Carp Classic mug. We've got nature's fail of attempts at a good morning, sunset, sunrise. But if we pan to the left, we've got...
Hooray. So 6:30, 7 by.
But the interesting thing was we both had a bite at the same time.
So when Steve came running to my swim, all excited like a little girl. Finn, I've got one, I've got one.
Phil.
I was running to his swim, going, Steve, I've got one. Ooh.
We're gonna brace it up in about, wow.
We'll just let nature carry on her
Yeah,
beautiful,
we could be here for a little while.
and then we'll get them out. We haven't heard anything from Big Phil.
Well, a few snoring patterns. But...
Yeah, but this was meant to be Dad Realised competition, but it took a very drastic turnover at John's to Steven Coe fishing, and now it's just Finn and Steve.
4.
So yeah, not a bad morning.
Just walking to Big Phil, got that dance on because he's even out. Oh, have you got anything? No, oh, well, we have.
You want a hand?
Absolute unit. Absolute unit. Oxley's original.
Not 1, but 2. Freezing cold February carp. Can't complain.
Ice blocks here, but check out the colours on that.
Yeah, I
bad
think
boy.
I've won on size, but Steve has definitely took it from the looks.
Not your height.
Yeah, not my height. Yeah, it just shows moving over to Oxley's. Wasn't really working out over on St John's, but a quick move over here, jumped on the fish, and we've been able to get a few bites. It was quite quiet in Peg 4. You said you heard quite a lot of snoring.
Yeah, definitely heard some snoring.
So we'll have to go get an update from Big Phil, see what's happening, but we can't complain about this. Awesome.
Well, here he is, Big Phil. We last seen him over on St John's, and after there, went a little bit quiet for Big Phil. We're now entering final stages of round 2. And me and Steve have had a pretty decent session. What's your thought process, what's happening?
I've just been teeing them up really. There's a couple of hours left of the day, they ain't over yet. I've had nothing, that's fine. Like I say, I'm just teeing them up for the last hurrah.
Have you seen any in your swim?
No, I haven't.
Anyone catching near you?
Apparently left and right of me.
How about the guy opposite?
Probably as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just me. I'm just wheedling the biggins out, see, they're all pasties that they're catching. Steve had a couple of like, what was it, low 20s?
Couple, he's only caught one.
Pasties. Guy next door apparently he's had 3. Probably pasties.
Cat.
I don't mess with pasties.
Who had the most poll on Instagram? This means you got to follow me, guys. Steven Coe underscore
it's just
fishing.
popped up at the bottom.
Yes, did he Steven Coe underscore fishing?
Yeah.
Steven Coe.
So you're doing a little.
We got.
Who had the most?
Who had the most?
Well, if you're watching the vlog, you
Me.
already know
Me.
the answer.
Me.
It was me.
Me.
But
Me.
if
No,
you watch it,
I didn't say whether they were hooked in the mouth or not.
well, who's lost the most? I know the answer. But
Are
yeah.
you on about Croatia or England?
Oh, here we go. It's getting personal now. So in Croatia, I lost several carp, several 50s, 60s, 70s.
Do your maths, GCSEs again.
That's it. The end of round 2. And I got it. 2 fish in the end. Steve was able to catch one, and Big Phil, he let us down. He was in the flyer on St John's and Oxley's. And yeah, but the weather now has turned absolutely horrendous, perfect for carp fishing, and to be honest, I wish I was staying down for a couple more nights because I feel like now is the time the carp are going to get on the feed. But yeah, other than that, we've got a 5-hour journey back home. We're going to nip to McDonald's. Big Phil's having to pay, it is forfeit for losing, so I'll spin the camera round to Big Phil, get the final words from him.
I've had my arse spanked, haven't I?
He's had his ass spanked.
Both on the pike fishing and the carp fishing. I didn't have the flyers, by the way, I slotted in where I could. But anyhow, no excuses, beat fair and square. Needless to say, angling is not going to be a profession of mine.